unfortunately, I did lose my car. I lost my car.
Say what? Who gon' do what? Fuck with you, air hustling. Pull up an air to function. I disappeared someone. He was just here.
Hey babies, before I even get into today's video, make sure you guys give this video a like, make sure you subscribe, make sure your post notifications are on to all, and make sure you follow me on all my social networks right here. Make sure you do that. And today, first of all, before I can really get started, I just want to, just say thank you for all the positive vibes that I got on my videos. Obviously, I got some negativity, and that's always going to come, but I definitely just appreciate all the women who are out there who are going through the same thing that I went through, or just felt compassion, or just show love. Like, I truly appreciate that. And I don't think people realize how much courage it takes to get on this camera, put this camera on, and put yourself out there for the world. Obviously, it is some benefits, like I do get paid for these videos and things like that, but I mean, still, like, money is not everything. So to really come on here and be in a vulnerable state and really just give people your raw business, it literally takes a lot of courage. Because like I said, there's people watching these videos all around the world. Like, the one video I dropped has 100,000 views, and it's like, those are people from all over the world watching with their own opinion. Some people are looking at it hating me, some people are looking at it and encouraging me and feeling bad. So it literally takes a lot of courage to get up here and do what I do. So I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate myself. I know you guys been with me on this journey, so I'm just gonna keep you guys going on the journey, and I really want to post more. So this is great content, and I'm just gonna let you guys know what's been going on with me. So the first thing I wanted to do was, I came on here just appreciating the love that I got, but I did want to touch on some comments that I did see, just because I love to clear my name. Like, I don't care what nobody say. Me personally, I love to clear my name. Like, I'm always gonna respond. I respond to love and hate. Anybody who has me on like Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, like, I'm very interactive with my followers. Like, I don't just respond to hate, I respond to it all. You're gonna get a response. So I just want to talk about some stuff that I've seen in videos and stuff regarding me. So I did read some comments, but a lot of them didn't faze me, but some of them I did want to touch on, because I know in my last video I did talk about like bills and like how I was left with a lot of bills to take on my own and all of that, and people ran with that. And I saw a lot of comments like, oh, she over there struggling, she crying, that's good, I'm glad you left her, and she got to figure it out, she going broke, she this and that. Like, honestly, let me address that. First of all, when I got on that video crying, I wasn't crying about, I cried about a lot of other stuff, and it wasn't about money or bills. But I did talk about bills, and I don't give a fuck if you're a millionaire. If your monthly expenses look like this, and you was managing everything, all your bills, and you was splitting stuff half and half, and tomorrow, like, every bill that you have has just doubled, I don't care if you're a millionaire. Like, you're gonna have to move different. Like, things are going to change. What you thought that you spent money on, or what you thought you would do with this money, that money, everything has to change. So it's not about going broke, it's not about not being able to handle it. Anybody watching this video, if your bills was to double tomorrow, wouldn't you have to make some adjustments? Like, and if not, that's great for you. I honestly don't care who you are, how much money you have. If your bills double overnight, you have to move differently. And moving differently doesn't have to be a bad thing. It's, you gotta, like, we're gonna get this coin, like, you get what I'm saying? So I'm making it happen. Like, we're 4 months, I think 4 months into this breakup, I still, like, I'm here. Like, I'm not, no eviction notices, things like that. And like, my whole point of coming on here and even talking about this is I just wanted to talk about how important it is to build yourself up as an individual, even when you're in a relationship. Like, make sure you're always setting yourself up no matter what. Like, really build yourself up and always be able to really hold your own. Like, that shit is going to be everything in this life, because you might think somebody got your back, or they holding you down, or y'all team. And this is not even no shade to my ex, this is just real shit. In real life, literally always make sure that you have yourself, because I'm telling you right now, you live and you die with yourself, and everything in the end is always on you. No matter what happens, who you have in your corner, even if you have support, like every situation and problem that you have in your life is always going to be up to you. So never get caught up or comfortable being with somebody or getting help from somebody, or half and half, or if they paying all your bills. Always be ready to do for you. And that's one thing I learned. Like, the good thing about all of this is life is literally a journey. Like, I'm living and learning daily, and this is all good stuff that you have to go through as an adult. And even when I decide to have kids and different things, these are things that you teach. Like, this is all in my life path, my journey, and this is all for me to learn. And just the importance of, you know, really taking care of you and looking out for you always. And you could be compassionate and look out for other people, but never forget you or get too comfortable. Like, just always make sure you could set your shit up, you know what I'm saying? So all my ladies out there, like, if a nigga or a bitch leave you tomorrow, please make sure you can maintain that lifestyle. Please make sure everything could still shake, and, you know, like, you gotta boss up, period. Like, you get what I'm saying? So you know, this is forcing me to be even more driven, even more motivated, and get back to myself even quicker, because I did get comfortable. It gets comfortable when you could go half, or it get comfortable, I'm sure, if somebody paying your bills, like, and I mean all of them. Like, you could get comfortable. So I love the uncomfortableness that I had to feel, because it put me in my bag. You get what I'm saying? Like, what I thought I was chilling out, or what I thought just doing the bare minimum, it's time to double that, triple that, and go harder. Like, and I love that for me. Like, everything is always a blessing in disguise. It's not always worst case scenario, things like that. So that's one thing that I'm loving. And again, this is my first time on my own. I've never ever lived on my own, paid rent on my own 100%. I've never done that, and I just want to give myself a lot of credit for doing this. And I said, like I told you, I seen people, oh, she went to get her body done and teeth done, she should have had money. Girl, I have the money. Everything is paid for. It's paid for. I didn't say I have eviction and I'm, oh my God, I'm distraught. Yes, I got my body done. I invested in me, and I did those things because it made sense at the time financially. When I made all of those decisions, it made complete sense. It made sense. And everything was budgeted differently. Now I'm in a different space where all those bills have now doubled, and I'm moving accordingly. I wouldn't go, now that my bills have doubled, I'm making it happen. But of course I wouldn't go right this moment and go get a $10,000 surgery. Why? Because I have new bills. I'm about to move. I have, like, you get what I'm saying? So I'm not stupid. Like, and I just want people to know that. Like, I'm not goofy. I'm not a dummy. I'm very smart, and I've always been a hustler. Like, and I also see people, oh, she's gonna have to find a new career, da da. Baby, I haven't had a job really and truly since I was almost 17. Like, and in the most humblest way, it's not a lot of people that can maintain this lifestyle on their own without a job, really on some hustle or muscle like shit. You get what I'm saying? So you really have to look at yourself when you talk to me, and really think about all the shit that I'm holding down and that I could do with just social media ideas and fucking just a hustle. Like, and it's just truly a blessing. Like, I don't have to work for anybody, and I make shit happen. And of course, entrepreneurship is up and down. Hell yeah, I struggle. Hell yeah, I go through shit. Hell yes, one week is better than the other. 1 month was way more lit than the other month, but I don't stop. And a lot of people can't or wouldn't do this. So it's like, when you talk to me, make sure you put some respect on my shit, because I make shit happen. So, feel me? So, you know, I'm really not worried. Like, I understand that I did have a partnership and a relationship with someone, and that was my identity at the time. But I've always been a hustler. I've always had drive. I knew I would never ever be regular. And like I said, I was gonna get my body done. I was gonna get teeth. I was gonna get a Benz. I was gonna get an apartment. Like, all of this shit was gonna happen. Like, it doesn't matter. Maybe it would have happened differently, but these were always my goals and aspirations, and I was going to make that shit happen. I've had businesses since I was 17. Anybody who's watching this and knows me, I did more than just YouTube. Like, I was selling food in Brooklyn. I had one of the biggest meal delivery services in New York City, like delivering to NBA players, rappers, fucking my whole hood, selling drinks. I ran yoga classes. I will do anything to chase a motherfucking bag. So I'm never ever gonna be without, like, I'm a very assertive person. I think fast on my feet, and I literally make shit happen. I'm a big Virgo, not a little one. So, you know, everything is happening how it needs to and how it should. Now, another thing that I've seen some people asking is, like, when I was on my live, like, what's going on with your car? Because I do spend a lot of time in my Benz. Like, I love my shit, so I'm always gonna pop out. But unfortunately, I did lose my car. I lost my car, and I'm so fucking sad about that because I love my Benz. I haven't even had it for a year. So I'm gonna give you guys the tea on what exactly happened to my car, what's going on, and you know what happened. So basically, I did go out one night. It was actually fun. I went to a bowling party. It was a celebrity bowling party. It was so fun. It was in New York City. It was a private party, super fun. I went out. After that, we were supposed to go to a strip club. So, you know, we left the spot. Everybody is in Benzes and BMWs and Ferraris, and it's lit cars. Like, so we all kind of like, we driving, you know, in New York City, the speed limit is 25. But I'm not gonna hold you, we doing like 45. I'm not gonna hold you, we doing 45 on New York City streets. So I'm going, keeping up. And I hit a pothole. And my whole car went into like brake assist, because my Benz is new, so it's like a new year car, so it has a lot of like really good features on it. Like, it would never hit a car, it would never let you back up into a car, it would never really get into an accident. The car was shut down before it could even get to that point. Like, my car wouldn't really hit someone, you know, or a thing. So anyway, when I hit the pothole so hard, my car went into brake assist, and the whole entire car shut down. Like, it wouldn't turn on. It was like, please get service at Mercedes-Benz. Like, the airbags deployed, everything, all off a pothole. That's how hard I hit the car. So, you know, Mercedes-Benz, they definitely look out for their customers. I had a whole bunch of warranties and everything on this car. So basically, you know, they towed my car, got home safe, and like, you know, they would Uber me back and forth to the dealership. And, you know, at first, originally the dealership was gonna work on my car and get it fixed, but their repair shop was booked out for 2 months, so they had to tow my car into another dealership. So when my car got to that dealership, my insurance company came to take a look at the car, and they realized that I hit the transmission, the bottom of the car. Like, I hit the transmission. So when they totaled up all the parts, because, you know, I drive a Mercedes-Benz, those parts are so expensive. So when they totaled up the entire cost of repairs, it didn't make sense. So they actually totaled out my car. So I will not be getting my car back. I will have to buy a brand new car. But you know what, guys? It's literally a blessing in disguise. And I'm going to tell you why. With COVID, you know, I had a Georgia plate because I used to live in Georgia with my ex, and I had my plates. All my information is to, you know, to my ex's family's address. So I can't get an appointment at the DMV to transfer my license. So I have Easy Pass. I have a lot of like toll by mail tickets and stuff that's probably still going to, you know, her family's house, and we're not together. And I'm sure when they get shit in the mail with my name on it, it's like, why is this girl still got stuff coming here? But with COVID, I can never get an appointment. So now that my car has totaled out with that Georgia plate, you know, I have to surrender my Georgia tags. And this is just a chapter that's also closing. Like, I bought my Benz myself. I did it on my own, but I bought it in a state that I'm not from. I have it registered to a state that I'm not in. I have it registered to a house that I'm not even, like, I have no ties to that house. You get what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't even be there. And, you know, I would have been driving it way longer just like that, because I could never get an appointment to transfer the fucking plates and do all that because of, you know, COVID. Everything is booked out. So now with this, I just feel like that was, when it happened, I was so pissed. And even when I heard that my car got totaled out, I almost wanted to cry. Like, you're hearing this, it's just like, what the fuck? If it's not one thing, it's another. Like, I already have all this shit going on. You mean to tell me y'all niggas is totaling my car? Like, what? But it all is working out in my favor. And I'm gonna give more details later, but my car getting totaled is actually a big blessing in disguise. And one of the biggest blessings is I get to get a brand new car. I get to start fresh. everything would be fresh for the new year. I'll be in a new apartment on my own. I'll be getting into a new Benz on my own that I go out and I purchase by myself with my family. You know, I'll have it registered to my address, my stuff. It just also just cutting off that loose end, and I just feel like that was just God working in disguise. Like just new beginnings, and really cutting that, you know, that chapter of my life, because believe it or not, like that's still a tie to that person, you know. So I'm just looking at that as all a blessing in disguise. And I will be moving out of this apartment. My lease actually ends in December. At the end of December, I already started looking at apartments, but to be honest, a lot of the buildings that I'm looking at, they're all brand new. I love moving into brand new properties. I don't like moving into apartments that people lived in already. Like I always feel like you could smell them, or you know, it's never perfect to me. So I love moving in new developments. So there's a ton of new developments that I'm interested in. I'm actually going to take you guys with me to look at them. The only issue is a lot of them are not available to move until like January, ending of January, mid-January, because it's so new. So I would have to go a month, you know, a month without an actual place until it's time to move in, just waiting for the actual apartment to be ready. So I think one of them is available like for a early January move-in, but I have to double check. So moving is going to be super fun. I'm going to bring you guys with me on that journey, and that is also a new chapter. Like leaving this apartment behind is also going to be just new beginnings. Like I got this with my ex. It's furnished with a style that we had to both make agreements for. So I'm going to be able to start fresh, furnish things myself, do things myself, and everything is really turning out to be a blessing in disguise. And even when things are seeming like, oh my God, this is the worst thing, why me? It's so funny how it all plays out, because when a lot of this stuff happened to me at first, I was just sure, I'm thinking, yo, how I'm gonna do this? Or wow, this is crazy, I gotta da da da. But I make shit happen, baby. Like you cannot stop a winner. And somebody who's humble, who's a great person, who prays to God, and like you literally, like you cannot win when you're really a great person. Even when your world feel like it's crashing down, I'm telling you, it really be a reason behind a lot of stuff. And I'm really learning that, and I'm really understanding that. So yeah, so I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on, because again, those were comments that I seen. A lot of people thought like, oh, I'm, you know, like nothing, the show is not stopping. To be honest, you guys are going to see a lot more growth from me as an individual. So if like you're one of those people who are waiting for me to fail and fall, I'm prayed up and I'm humble and I'm a good ass person. So you wishing those things on me, it's probably not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I really make shit shake. I really do. And I won't go backwards. And you know, I was having a conversation with my best friend about the blessings of truly just being, you know, the type of person that I am. I refuse to go backwards because I ended a relationship with someone. Like, I'm a grown-ass woman now. Like, yeah, I met you when I was grown, but I'm grown, and I refuse to let a breakup set me back 10 steps. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times people go through these situations, they're going half and half, they break up, and then they gotta like take mass steps back. Like, their whole world crashed down. But for me, it's like I refuse to let that happen to me. Like, I'm gonna keep going. Actually, I'm gonna go up. I have to go up. So, you know, you guys are going to see a lot of new stuff, and, you know, everything is a blessing in disguise. This apartment, the lease is up. I will be getting out of here. My car, total loss. But it was something that I got with my ex, something that we drove in together, something that we were in together, something that's registered basically to her address, to her family, to her everything. All my personal stuff, like when it comes time to renew a tag or renew your license, and my driver's license is to that, like, that's crazy. That is not okay. So all of this is a blessing in disguise to, you know, quicker to get back to, you know, get to a better program and being independent and just being who I know I am. So I love you guys so freaking much, and I'm gonna continue to push out on. I'm gonna tell y'all because I love y'all. Y'all my gang, and there's so much people out there who could relate to the shit that I go through, that I'm going through, and I just want to give you guys hope. I can't wait to take you guys with me to apartment shop, to car shop, and next year is just going to be an amazing year. And I'm really, every day I just try my hardest to get back to myself. I have so many goals. Like, I'm not stupid. You know, I have a lot of great ideas that they just have to come to life. And you know, every day just building yourself up to just get the courage to even do the things that you believe in is a challenge, but I'm making it happen, and I love you guys so much.